Rain taps soft against the pane.
This entire track, the strings, the drums, the atmosphere, was made in about 30 seconds. No samples, no plugins, no musical knowledge, just a text prompt. I'm George from Code and Create, and the platform behind that track is called MusicGPT. It's an AI audio platform that lets you generate full songs, instrumentals, sound effects, and even speech, all from a simple text prompt. I've been testing it for a while now, and I wanted to break it down properly, what it does well, how the different tools work, and where it actually fits into a real workflow. We're going to look at vocals, instrumentals, genre accuracy, and how much control you actually get over the output. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire platform, test a bunch of different styles, show you how the lyrics and prompt controls work, and by the end, you'll know exactly whether this tool makes sense for what you're doing. I'll leave a link to MusicGPT in the description if you want to follow along. Alright, so here's the Create page. The layout's simple. You've got this prompt box in the center where you describe what you want, and then you hit Generate. That's the core of it. Below the prompt box, you've got two toggles, Instrumental for beats and background music with no vocals, and Lyrics, which opens up a field where you can write your own lyrics or have the AI generate them. We'll get into that later. Next to the prompt box, there's this Attachment button. Click it and you get 4 options. Upload File lets you bring in any audio from your computer. Record lets you record audio directly in the browser. YouTube link lets you paste a YouTube URL and it pulls the audio from that, and Creations gives you access to everything you've already generated on the platform. So if you want to build on a previous track or use it as a reference, you just attach it right here. There's also a Pro Controls section. You can set a title for your track, and then there are 2 sliders, Prompt Intensity and Lyrics Intensity. Both default to 85. Higher values mean the AI follows your instructions more closely. Lower values give it more room to interpret. Along the bottom, you've got quick access tools. Create Song, which is the main one, Create Sound for effects and samples, Speak Text for text-to-speech, Change File for uploading and transforming audio, and Random, which generates something unexpected. But if you click this Tools drop-down up here, there's actually more. You get Create Anything, which is the all-in-one mode. Just describe what you want and it figures out the rest. Sound Generator, specifically for sound effects and samples. Text-to-speech with a huge library of AI voices. Then 3 that are really useful for working with existing audio. Remix lets you take a song and restyle it. Replace swaps out a section of a track. And Extend continues a track beyond where it ends. So it's not just generation from scratch. There's a full set of editing tools in here too. Quick look at the Explore tab. This is a library of everything people have created on the platform. Live radio stations with thousands of listeners, trending tracks, genre playlists, hip-hop, deep house, Afrobeat, synthwave, and more. Everything here is royalty-free with unlimited downloads, so you can browse and use what other people have made too. Okay, that's the layout. Let's get into the actual generations. I'm going to start with a couple of simple prompts and then show you what happens when you start building on top of what you've made. Starting with something a lot of content creators need, cinematic background music. I'm keeping the prompt simple on purpose. I want to see what it does with minimal direction. As you can see, it's generating 2 versions at the same time, V1 and V2. MusicGPT does this by default, so you have options to pick from. Let's wait for both to finish and listen. Both are solid. The strings feel layered, the percussion builds naturally, and there's actually an arc to it, not just a 4-bar loop on repeat. Personally, I liked the second version more in this case. The tension builds better and the crescendo hits harder. But that's the nice thing about getting 2 versions. You pick the one that fits your project. Now let's step it up. Instrumentals are one thing, but vocals are where most AI music tools start to fall apart. I want to test a straightforward pop song, female vocals, upbeat energy, something you'd hear on a playlist. Let's see what it does. Alright, it's done. 2 versions again. Let's listen to both.
The heavy doors are swinging wide. No hesitation in steady lines between me.
So these two are pretty similar, honestly. Both have that typical pop structure, catchy chorus, clean vocal. The voice sits well in the mix, doesn't sound pasted on top, and the lyrics actually make sense in context. In this case, I'm going with version 2. Just felt a little tighter to me. But the point is, from a one-line prompt, you're getting a full song with melody, verses, chorus, and production that holds together start to finish. Now I want to push it and see how it handles a really detailed prompt. I'm switching to instrumental mode because I want a lo-fi hip-hop beat, something with that warm, dusty texture, Rhodes piano, muted drums, and ambient rain in the background. But instead of just saying lo-fi beat, I'm going to describe everything. BPM, specific instruments, the vibe, even the track length. Let's see if it actually follows all of that. Alright, 2 versions ready. Let's listen. The difference compared to the simple prompts is clear. The Rhodes chords have that warm quality, the drums sit back in the mix, and there's actual texture to it. The more specific your prompt, the more the output reflects what you asked for. Both versions are good here, but my favorite is version 1. The Rhodes sits just right in that one. So that was the instrumental. Now I want to create a full song with vocals and lyrics from scratch this time. I'm toggling lyrics on. A new field opens up, add your lyrics. You can write your own lyrics here or have the AI generate them. I'm hitting the generate button and describing what I want. The AI wrote full verses and a chorus based on that one line. You can read through them, edit anything you want before generating. Now for the main prompt. I want something in a similar lo-fi style, but built around the vocals this time. Before I generate, let me open Pro Controls. I mentioned these earlier, but now you'll actually see them in action. You can give your track a title up top, and then the 2 sliders. Prompt intensity is how tightly the AI sticks to your musical description. At 90 or above, it follows your prompt almost literally. The instruments, the tempo, the mood, all locked in. Drop it to 60 and the AI starts making its own creative choices, which can go either way. Lyrics intensity works the same way for the vocal performance. Crank it up and the singer follows your lyrics precisely. Bring it down and the AI might rephrase lines or change the delivery to fit the melody better. I'm leaving both at 85 for now, which gives a good balance between control and letting the AI do its thing.
Rain taps soft against the pane. Wind whispers at the kitchen to feel they're finding shelter. Just fades away. Gray, a quiet comfort starts to fill down and pour. We don't need it.
versions are really good on this one. The vocals sit right in the mix, the lyrics fit the rainy day mood perfectly, and the lo-fi texture is still there underneath. Honestly, I can't pick a favorite here. They're equally strong. The AI nailed the brief on both versions. Now let's say there's a section in this track that doesn't quite work. Instead of regenerating the whole thing, I can use Replace. I'm clicking the attachment button, going to Creations, finding my track, and attaching it. In Replace mode, you get this waveform where you can select exactly which part of the track you want to change. I'm highlighting a section in the middle and describing what I want instead. And this time, I'm pushing both prompt intensity and lyrics intensity to 100. I want the AI to follow my instructions as closely as possible here. No creative liberties, just do exactly what I'm asking. All right, let's hear the results. Version 1 first.
Is the pain. Every drop that hits the glass makes this moment feel like it could last. No need for words, no need to chase. Just find it, let the rain fall down and pour. We don't need anything more. Quiet, close, and deep secrets that our hearts will keep this rainy day. Whisper.
This one doesn't feel that different from the original, honestly. The selected section sounds pretty much the same. Let's check version 2.
Makes this moment feel like it could last. No need for words, no need to chase. Just find it cold, let the rain fall down and pour. We don't need anything more. Quiet, close, and deep secrets that our hearts will keep this rainy day. Whisper in your name.
Okay, now this one you can clearly hear the change. That section we highlighted is quite different and more ambient. The rest of the track stayed the same, just that part got reworked. So this version did do the job. One more thing, MusicGPT also handles sound effects. Let me show you 2 quick examples. First, something ambient. I want a rain sound with thunder that I could layer under a cozy scene or a moody transition. Clean, natural sounding, and long enough to actually use in an edit. Now something completely different. I want a high-energy car sound, the kind of thing you'd use in an action sequence or a gaming montage. Both took a few seconds to generate. If you're editing a video and need a specific sound effect that you can't find in a library, this is way faster than scrolling through hundreds of generic options. Alright, so if you want to try it, link to MusicGPT is in the description. Free credits when you sign up so you can test everything I showed you today. If this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button and like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.